What's up, guys? Welcome aboard the Drunken Ship. I'm your co-host, Captain Crockett, aka CyberCalamity. Dude, that's like so ingrained to my head that I cannot not say that. It's so hard to say CyberCalamity. The only reason I changed my name to CyberCalamity, that's what my Twitch name is, because I couldn't get Captain Crockett. Anyway, here's my brother, my best friend, Tay Infinite.
Huh?
Tay Norman.
Wait, this still part of the intro?
Yeah, we're still in the intro.
Okay. What's up, guys? Tay Infinite here. Yeah. How you guys been? It's been
episode 7.
episode
Welcome
7.
to episode 7.
Oh, really? Episode 7? Jeez. We've been done this for 2 months now, right?
After episode 8 would be 2 months, right? When did we start? We didn't start at the beginning of the month, right?
I'm not even sure.
2 months would be like 8
2
episodes.
months.
So we're almost to 2 months in.
2 months in. Who would have thought? Well, guys, we get this show every Friday at 9 a.m. EST time, so make sure you hit that notification button so you can get the next episode. And make sure you like and subscribe.
We also do a show every Monday called Shipwreck Mondays, which we've been just slacking on Shipwreck Mondays, but we do have a lot of content for this coming Monday. So if you guys, hopefully that will be out by then.
Yeah, it should.
Tay, tell me you've seen the. All right, so you use
What's
Twitch,
the news
right?
for the week? Rarely. Yeah.
All right, so
Well, lately,
I'm
at least.
not very fluent in Twitch or whatever. Like I don't really, I know there's like moderators and all that shit. You know that stuff about Twitch, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen the deer girl yet? Have you
The
seen
what
that
girl?
floating around Twitch?
The
Or
deer
not
girl?
Twitch, but Twitter. The deer girl.
I mean, I've seen
I
some
don't-
clip in this dude and this girl, but I'm not who this girl is. She's some streamer I know.
So she has like pink hair. Have you seen this?
Does
Okay,
it transition to the dude? Like she's
What?
complaining about money for $5 or something. That girl?
No, that's God. Twitch has been on fire lately with all this garbage.
Dude, they've been fired for like the past 2 years. I have no idea who you're talking about, to be honest with you.
Okay, so essentially,
They're all the same.
so Twitch has they have like moderators. I guess it's just like, and this is what I was saying. Like, I don't really know Twitch that well, but they have like moderators. They like, they have certain people in their company that like you kind of, I guess, watches over if they see something that's like illegal, not illegal, but there's not following the guidelines, so they can ban someone. They're like a moderator, Twitch mod, give or take. So anyway, this girl has been stirring up a lot of controversy lately. She had so she's a Twitch moderator. She had a hot take about, and I can't really recall what she said, but along the lines she said that she didn't want people to using in-game during like I guess competitions, I would suppose, in-game chat, because she said along the lines of either you be silent or you get abused. And
Oh, I seen this tweet a few days ago.
okay,
Tweet,
so you know what I'm talking about, right?
I know the premise of it somewhat.
Right.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah. Her name's Deer Girl?
What is it?
What was her name? Deer Girl?
That's what people are calling her because she wears antlers. I think her
okay,
name's like
yeah.
it's like Liz is or
I think I know what you're talking about. I seen this.
Yeah, but you know
went around. Yeah.
Sorry, I can't remember her name. But yeah, she's been stirring up a lot of shit. And when I saw that take, I was kind of like, that's kind of fucking dumb, right? Like,
But if I can remember the premise of the tweet again, I know what you're talking about because I've seen this tweet.
yeah,
But I kind of just
yeah.
sidelined it. I didn't really pay attention to it.
There's been,
Yeah.
well, I thought that was going to be the end of it, right? She just had this hot take. She's a Twitch mod. She's also a streamer, by the way. I should have mentioned that. She also streams. So that I feel like, I don't know, like I feel like maybe a Twitch moderator shouldn't be able to stream because that's kind of interfering with their doing the job that they're, they can get them a power level, higher because they are a Twitch mod.
I
So-
thought it was about in-game chat. I thought that was the main problem. right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. She's a streamer. She also is a Twitch moderator, and then she had this hot take about not wanting people to use in-game chat because I guess people are toxic
And missing her
during in-game
videos.
chats. But I mean, there's always a mute button, right?
There,
Like, you can mute someone. It's been there since the dawn of time.
You're taking the option away because you have a bad experience, but you can mute the people.
Right.
Yeah.
And and everyone was jumping hard at chaos for this, and I was kind of like the same. I was like, that's really stupid. Like, that's like a big part of like competition is communication. Like, you have to talk. Like, if you're playing like a serious match, yeah, you have to talk to your teammates. That's the whole point. In Apex, I mean, like, they've kind of like, you can use like in-game,
they worked around it. They worked around the ping system.
And then even I think Fortnite does that shit now too.
Yeah. Copy Apex.
Even Call of Duty now does that.
It's ping in Call of Duty?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Huh.
I think didn't they add that? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just thinking.
It's fun. I think Battlefield did it way before this too. Maybe get a side topic though. Yeah.
But, there we go.
Yeah.
Me and Tay were just talking about how we get way off what we're talking about. Anyway, so this girl has a hot take, and then she comes out and says, like, she has this big paragraph with her tweet saying that it starts off with, she said that she came in like second place in like a Apex Legends competition, and then there was one of her teammates came out and said that she never came in second place. She was like lying. And then the Deer girl kind of came out and said that, like, that's technically like true, that like she didn't actually come in second place. It was like more of a just overall competition. It was just,
dude, what the fuck is this happening?
Yeah, so,
what is this? It's so stupid. Like, what? I mean, like, not just cutting a topic or anything, but it's like, what is she arguing about?
She's just like,
dude, she's just arguing just sake of arguing.
Well, it's kind of like she's full of bullshit. And then, so this is just how it just escalates, right? Like, it's just, the story just kind of keeps spiraling. So then after that, I see an update of like, there's a and like this, like, not just attacking her, but like there was a video of like her streaming, and like, I don't know if you've seen this, but like there's another girl comes up behind her and starts like scratching her head or something, and it looks like she starts having an orgasm on stream, right? Like,
what?
Yeah, right.
Dude, let me
this girl.
Let me tell you something. Twitch has a weird audience and a weird content creator, whatever it is. It's like, why is it we're constantly seeing people like this on the Twitch platform? It's like a completely different universe on Twitch compared to YouTube. Why is it so difficult for Twitch to like maintain some things like that?
Well, like, that's the thing is, like, you normally wouldn't see something like that. That's normally like, because Twitch has a pretty long list of people, like, they've auto banned for like small things, right?
Yeah.
I mean, with that Anita girl, like, I mean, and people do say that they do play favorites, right? Like, they do have
YouTube
a lot of issues like that. So like Anita, the girl, like, I don't know if you remember her. She's the one who like threw her cat behind her like chair.
Oh, her, yeah.
And then she fed like, alcohol to, but she's like a big streamer. And a lot of people say that, like, she has it in with, Twitch, and that's why she hasn't got banned. She also had a t-shirt malfunction, and she dropped a whole titty out on stream once.
Oh, I saw that.
And people were like, okay, now you have to ban her. You have to ban her, because they've banned people for far less than that, right? But because I guess
it's how YouTube is. Yeah, YouTube does the same thing. Like, remember the one of the Paul brothers, I can't remember which one it was, showed a dead body on YouTube. He didn't get his channel deleted at all or banned. But since he's like one of the top 5 YouTubers all over the mess, he's fine.
I think it finally did get banned or something like that.
No, he's still on YouTube. His channel should have. If that was me,
video got banned, right?
That was me or you, our channel would be deleted or banned.
Yeah.
But since
we don't rack up ad revenue.
Yeah, it's not. That's the argument. It's not fair. That's the problem.
No, it's not. And then like, in that sense, like, you really don't give like smaller channels to like breathe. So like, like, we couldn't learn from. We definitely, like, if we made a mistake like that, we definitely couldn't learn from that and then get deleted. But like a channel like that, I'm like, oh, they can go, oopsie, my bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, this girl, so she has this video where she has essentially having an orgasm on stream, but I mean, doesn't get banned for that. And then after like, you know, kind of like all this is going on, she goes on to stream and starts talking about how apparently, I haven't watched the video, just for a disclaimer, but she does go on stream and says something about like how, actually, no, wait, I have watched that video. She just goes on a stream and says that like all gamers are white supremacists. And
what?
Then, yeah. And then she goes, and then she also has another video where she says, she has a lot of power, and she said there should be people afraid of her because she's gonna use that power against them, because like if she views you as bad, she can like destroy you essentially.
She's using her like gender as a shield?
No, she's a Twitch moderator, so she can ban someone.
Oh, she
has
meant
that
that
power.
way.
Yeah, she has the power to ban someone. And after like all this going on, Twitch finally takes notice, and I guess this happened yesterday or maybe the day before yesterday. She got fired. She lost her job now because people put a spotlight on her.
I mean,
kind of like
that's what I'm talking about. Like I just said prior, just Twitch, the entire universe of Twitch, it just straight up out of my league. You see like this stuff like every once in a blue moon on Twitter about someone's complaining about some Twitch streamer does something weird, and this is a constant issue with Twitch. So it's like, what is happening over there? Why is it?
Yeah,
why is it?
It is literally it is kind of a mess, right? Like
yeah, it is a
people
mess.
get like auto banned really quickly, and then some people just slide by. But this is someone that worked for Twitch. I mean, this is someone who banned people.
Twitch in-house
that had the power.
Yeah.
And then like, but she did lose her job. She's now a former. She has like her account on Twitter is like private.
She's gone. She ghosted.
Yeah, she ghosted.
I mean, is that serious?
I guess. I mean, she talked all that smack, and then
was it her job, or like it's out like a?
I would assume that's her job. I guess. I mean,
if it's
really
her
didn't
job,
look too far into her, what's going on.
If it's her job, okay, but if it's like her side job or some hobby, it shouldn't be that serious. I mean, I just hate stuff like this when it comes to Twitch. Like it's stupid. This entire situation is stupid.
Yeah,
it's really dumb.
Well, it should have never happened. Yeah. I mean, it's like, which I mean, like we can't. I mean, yeah, sure. Like people have bad hires sometimes, and then shit like this happens. But I think they should have took notice that way before, this kind of all came out. Because I'm sure some, not so like I'm sure people got like banned for I wouldn't say no reason, but probably not justified reasons. Like
that's true. But I think
if the person is talking about like they have power, they have the power to ban people. They get power hungry and they can just do what they feel like they can do whatever they want. This stuff ends up happening.
Yeah, and she did have that power, but she's trying to abuse that power. It's a thing. Dude, what a weird topic.
It's cancel culture.
Elon Musk. Cancel culture.
Is that what he said?
People are giving him shit lately.
Dude, people non-stop giving him shit. Ever since he said about like trying to reopen reopen this.
He wants to leave now, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he said he's gonna move out of California, right, and go to like Texas or somewhere.
Apparently, from what I heard, I didn't watch it. Apparently, Joe Rogan agrees, like he wants to leave Cali too.
Oh yeah, I've been listening to. Apparently, like he's been talking about going to like Texas or Boise, Illinois, or somewhere like that.
Illinois.
He was talking about that today, or well, not today. This is the podcast I was listening to. He was talking about like going to. Apparently, it's like a hidden gem or something.
What?
Boise, Illinois. I don't know. I thought it was weird too.
Yeah.
But this cancel culture shit, it's getting absurd, right? Like
it varies. It's like a 50-50. Some people want to cancel people out of spite and have that power, and some people just say terrible things. So it's like 50-50 for me.
Well, it's the same thing as like, what was it? Twitter, do your thing. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I hated that too.
That shit was stupid, right? Like, I cannot stand someone getting doxxed.
Yeah.
And then
that's
like,
still a big problem now.
And then like you go in the comments, and then it's like all these people are like celebrating them getting doxxed and shit. Like call their school, call their it. It's just shit like that. It's just insane to me, and it got so normalized because I remember like, I remember like 5 years ago, this wasn't like. Actually, I was still in high school, like so 6 years ago. It
wasn't like that. It started like this Twitter, and I know it's so funny. I thought about this too lately, and it ranged from a lot of things. Twitter, the platform it is today, has been forced on us. Like,
what do you mean by forced onto us?
How could I put it? Like, you saw the Twitter now is more like a political platform.
Yeah, because like.
It never been like that, and it just came out of the blue. And like they're trying to make it that platform when it's a platform for everyone. I get that, but the way it is like it is now was not like that. What 5 years ago, 6 years ago? Like the direction Twitter became now is something really bizarre, which I don't understand.
It is so weird how Twitter started to how it ended up now, because Twitter used to be just for the fucking demons. It used to.
It was just a site,
a breeding ground for like. Because, I mean, the first, like, like, the early years of Twitter, like, 2006 is, like, I think when Twitter got invented. It used to be, I mean, it wasn't, people tweeted, all that bullshit. And then around, like, that 2010 mark to 2014 mark, it demons. It was like,
that part is when Twitter boomed.
Yeah.
Then around, like, 2016 maybe to now, it just became a completely different site. The fact that like CNN, Trump, and everyone using this platform for it, like
when Trump, and I hate bringing this up. I really do hate bringing up politics. It fucking boils my skin. But like when Trump got onto Twitter, and then you had these people and I hate this bullshit. They just do that auto reply. Like immediately, if he tweets something, immediately they're in the comments just. Like, you're a bad person. But they can't explain why. They just
bad
say
to give
that.
Me likes.
yeah. And then they'll be at the top. And all you have to say is, like, something insulting to him. And I'm not a Trump supporter by no means. But
no, I get you saying. Some people, I believe some people are like that.
It's just like, they can't form an opinion, but they can say he's bad, and then a bunch of people go agree with him. It's just so fucking
It's the same stuff, everything he tweets. And with literally anyone that tweets, really, that has this bit following. And I don't, like, be honest with you, I use Twitter. But Twitter as a platform today is really disgusting. I hate this website, even though I use it a lot.
I don't know if you've seen the meme where it's like this girl sitting there and she's like Bernie Sanders reminds me of an ex-boyfriend like college that had like a drinking problem, and it has like little blue check mark by her, and then you just have like some dude that's like drained out emotionally in his face, and he's like dying, and he's just like healthcare, please. That's literally Twitter in a nutshell.
Twitter, this website is ridiculous, dude, and I mean like. Yes, I use it like nearly almost every day. It just.
I mean, you can still get some good shit out of Twitter.
I'm not disagreeing with that. It just
it really depends on like who you're following. Because
I don't think so anymore.
Political Twitter, which is just like a cesspool, just bacteria, and then you have Stan Twitter, which is just fucking people from like Tumblr.
They Tumblr refugees.
Annoying fan cams, and
that was never a thing.
And then you have anti-Twitter. There's so many there's like layers of. It's just like layers of hell.
Yeah, that's the thing. Though. I don't think it depends on followers no more because it's in your face now, constantly.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where like, and people give like, what's that guy's name? Jack. That's the guy that made Twitter.
At Jack.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the guy who made Twitter?
Yeah, that's the guy that made. He's a Twitter creator. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, Jack. He's the.
I just thought he had that username. I thought he just got lucky or something.
No, he's the original Twitter. He's the first Twitter user. He's the creator.
Oh.
Yeah, but like, people give him a lot of crap lately. You see that new feature we got today?
We just got we're recording on Wednesday, but this is gonna go up on Friday. But Wednesday, Twitter just got a new feature. And essentially, what is it? It's like you.
So I can like not let people reply under my tweet. But you can still quote tweet it. So I can say some ignorant stuff. And I can make no one reply to it.
And
you see what I'm saying?
Put it out there.
Yeah.
It's kind of putting them into a bubble.
No, it just like Twitter is in this, and it ties into this like this political platform too. So people gonna use this for a good thing or a bad thing. And it's like,
well, it's just like, because like,
God, this site is confusing. You can't
auto-reply. Like, in a sense, like, you can't just like automatically say some shit towards that person now.
So it's like, my opinion's right. I don't care what you say. It's kind of tweet.
Right. No one.
Which I low key likes. Which I low key like. But I low key understand. But I like it makes people angry because it proves our point. Like, people like to complain just for the sake of complaining. They can't put their voice in it. Right. And sometimes, be honest with you, no one want to hear all that mess. If I say what I said, I said what I said. You get what I'm saying?
Never expanded the fucking characters. They should have never did that.
No. It's
because
like
now I got to see like paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs.
When Twitter released that information, they tweeted it out. The first comment is like, now people can say some stuff and we can't validate their freedom of speech or some mess or whatever. Like, look, listen here. There are people who will say bad things about the tweet, but to me, that sounds like you just looking for things to argue about.
Yeah,
like that's what it sounds like. People, they hate it that you can't reply to that tweet. That's just like people looking for something to argue about.
You're hating on not being able to reply to a tweet. Like, maybe you shouldn't be replying. Maybe you're just doing it just to.
It's not because they worry about they're paranoid. There will be people that will use that tweet wrongly.
You can, but there's also a button that's just like, if you actually have a problem with their tweet, like, you can just DM them, right? Like,
you can turn that off too.
You can always DM them. But like, if you had to like,
that infuriates them. If you can't reply to them, if you make them private,
because like you can reply to it and then you can get all your followers to like give you a bunch of likes and put you up at the top, right?
You can quote tweet it though, or screenshot it. But I think that locking the tweets away, locking the replies away, infuriates a lot of people because they can't put their opinion in it. And honestly, some people, I think it'd be an ignorant tweet. Who knows? Some people just don't want to hear that noise.
No.
You like Jason Schreier.
Anyone that's screenshotting a notepad reply and putting it on Twitter should not be on Twitter. Like, that is not how the site was supposed to be built, and that's why it makes me mad about the characters, because I'm like, Twitter used to be not cool because like you had to come up with something clever with it in so many characters. What was it? It
was a vinyl social media of words. Like 140. It was you say what you had to say.
144 or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, if you wanted to make like a paragraph and a half, you could go to Facebook, MySpace, whatever, to do all that bullshit. But on Twitter, it was just nice and simple because it was just quotes. It was just like, or whatever. It was like a couple like 2 sentences or something, and that was it. You get your opinion out.
This platform, like, I'm sure a platform changes, it evolves. But the way this platform evolved seemed very forced, kind of uncalled for, and I don't like it. I don't like Twitter right now. Like, it just like, how can I put it? It's like, it just like stuff is like, in your face, like constantly. I don't, and like, it's not that it's not giving the option to not see that. It'll still always be there.
You have to like, well, even like muting, you can only get you so far.
So far.
Twitter used to be so nice because it used to be so niche.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was a niche platform.
But now it's so popular. You have all these different types of people, and essentially it's just like any other platform. It's just like,
it's like a news platform now. Like the fact that like Trump, the president, can use Twitter
constantly too.
It's just so weird.
Or just anyone, really. I mean, just anyone putting out mass tweet. Like companies tweeting.
What they need to do is make a platform for political comments. They need to just make a separate platform for political arguments.
Probably no one would sign up for that because no one initially gets onto these sites for political, beliefs and shit. But and I'm sure there are websites for that shit. But it just turns it into that. They just want to like. Twitter is so weird because you can retweet porn and and then retweet the president's like topic in the same like feed. You
can legit quote to him with a porn video.
Right. It's so,
and you won't get affected at all.
Sense. Like,
that's what I said. They need to legit. I think that's my problem. They need to make a platform for those specific people, like that. Pro-Trump, anti-Trump, pro-politics. I don't think
they need to go away.
That I want those people to go away.
You want them to go away, but I don't think they would. I think they would go where it's. I mean, what happened was Twitter was so popular, they all came over here, right?
No, that's the thing though. Why and when? Because Twitter was never like this. Like prior to 2016, Where did all these people come from? This platform completely changed during that time.
I know all the fan cams and shit didn't start until Twitter shut.
No,
not Twitter, but Tumblr shut down.
Yeah,
porn,
I see that.
Blows my mind. Yeah, like they take out porn and then you guys all migrate to the only place that you can show porn. Like,
I'm talking about more of this, like this. To sum it up, it is a political platform. That's what I mean. Like this political side of Twitter. When did that pop off? Cause that crap was annoying.
Definitely 2016. It was just like when Trump like was always tweeting. I think people just like knew that he was doing that, and then came to Twitter. And I'm 100% sure like people probably made Twitter
solely because of that.
Like solely just because of that, just so they can say that he's a bad person or some bullshit, or just give their opinions on shit that no one gives a fuck about.
And how like news outlets are using this as a source too. Like, I mean, I kind of get that, but the fact that like you gonna watch and twin in. You go on CNN, like, some person tweeted this. Why is this tweet on the news?
I've seen a lot of shit like that.
Hey,
Yeah, like, it essentially, it was a niche. It was niche for a while, and then when something's niche, everyone wants to know what's hot, what's new, where the kids at, right?
Yeah.
And eventually, and YouTube was the same way. Like, it used to be really niche, and now it's not. It used to. You remember the days like when it was called YouTube? Like it was like you could be the star. You could feel.
Hey, I'm glad
it was about
you brought it up because YouTube is coming to that platform too. But go on. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it used to be about you. Like anyone could film it.
It's about anything.
Yeah, it could have been just anyone about their day. Now it's in a tier. You have your gold tier people, your headliners, right? And then you have like sub tiers. And then you have like bottom feeders like us.
Yeah.
It's just like we're like kind of like a dying breed almost of which you get so successful, then you're up there, right? And then you're no longer you're part of the kind of like the system, I guess. If when you start generating billions of dollars, it's no longer you. You're a company now. Right?
Yeah, you're a company.
Your channel is worth a net worth. And you make money, and it's no longer you. It's just about having fun or whatever.
We're still YouTubers. Some people are not.
It's a business.
I got you.
You're part of the YouTube business.
I get you.
People are selling ads on your videos and so forth.
And I was never like that.
Eventually, it's Twitter. Essentially, we've already seen this with Facebook. So
that's why I left Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially, what happens was MySpace was niche, right? Remember, like everyone came onto MySpace. And then Facebook came along, and it was just a better platform than MySpace. And eventually, it just sucked up all of
that. Yeah, I hate that website.
It just sucked up all the people from MySpace, pretty much killing MySpace, and then going over to Facebook. Facebook it used to be niche. When I was starting using Facebook, it used to be niche. No one knew what the fuck it was, right? And it was like generating, it was the niche thing. And I mean, like Twitter was around, but no one really knew what Twitter was. And then there was kind of like a golden period, right? So there used to be like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and you could have.
But no one knew what Twitter was.
But no one used all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then we finally started crossing over into this digital age, where now everything's more online, and kind of like what happened was like, I think it had to do something with like TV degrading. When people started watching just nothing but YouTube, and kind of TV was kind of go out the window, I think that's what kind of brought the downfall of like a lot of stuff.
They need those stuff on the news and stuff onto the platforms so they can see it.
When people are starting to get a lot of their information and spending a lot more time on their computers versus like sitting in front of a TV, I think that's when it's this started thing kind of sort of slowly like evolving, right?
Yeah.
And then once that kind of happened, once a lot of teenagers are spending like, or not even teenagers, but a lot of people spending time online, it kind of started generating this thing like where people let other people around that circle started like paying more attention to like, why are you guys always on your phone, or why are you always on your computer or something. And then eventually those people are like, get off your phone or whatever. Essentially, they eventually came over. Like they did. If you can't beat them, join them, right? So then they all came over, and then the older generation, right? Like Facebook moms and all that shit. They all came to Facebook, right? And then I remember my mom like just my mom's like
She has a
60.
Facebook?
Yes, dude. This is the weirdest thing. One day my mom was just like, "Oh yeah, I have a Facebook," and I'm like, oh, "Okay," and she was like, "This is like back in like 2015 or something." I remember she telling me, she's like, "Oh, I need to check my farm bill." I'm like, what? She's like, I need to check my crops. I'm like, what are you talking about? She was playing a game on Facebook.
Oh, Farmville. I remember that. That's still a thing?
I was like, it was so weird to see like my 58, she was like 58, 55-year-old mom playing Farmville. I'm like, it's a game because she was on Facebook so much. She started playing the games on there. And my mom's like old as shit. And I'm like, why are you playing a game?
What is Facebook now? I haven't known nothing about that website anymore.
So when I leave Facebook, 2014, Facebook.
Me too.
It was starting to become overwhelming with like just everyone was on Facebook, and kind of you saw like the kind of the downfall of Facebook because once essentially this happens to all things. When something stops being niche, it stops being cool, and then you just dip because then it becomes a wide platform, and then you don't want to
Twitter's at that point. It's becoming
Twitter is now in that stage because Facebook started dying off. What do you say? 2015?
What, Twitter?
14?
What, Twitter?
No, Facebook. When do you think Facebook started to gray? When was like your?
I stopped using it.
When did your grandma get on Facebook?
I mean, she my aunts and stuff get out there, but like. I stopped using.
When did you first hear your mom say, "Oh, I made a Facebook" or something?
I don't remember. She has like one. That's her main platform. Yeah.
I think it was around like for me 2014.
I guess that's the same. I don't know. I stopped using it like around 2015, 2016 or whatever.
I think I gave it up in 2014.
Because I was using Twitter and Facebook simultaneously, but I started using Twitter more over time. I
had Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
So like, I think Instagram's the only normal website now, and I guess Snapchat. I don't even use Snapchat.
Oh yeah, Snapchat. Do you remember how Snapchat got started? Like Snapchat,
no, I don't remember when it came out.
I remember it coming out, and it was like a huge like problem with a lot of people because when Snapchat first came out, it was just kids sending nudes to each other because the picture would go away after like 10 seconds or whatever. And kids were just sending nudes like crazy. And like if you were using a bunch of people was getting in trouble for being like pedophiles and stuff on Snapchat. Because that's all it was. That's how like Snapchat first started. It was like that's how it was like, what is that one app? It was Kick. People would be like, hit me up on my Kick, and then it was like a bunch of like,
that thing? I remember I never
had a Kick, but
what is that?
I think it was a messaging platform. I never had one, but essentially, I mean, like, that's what I heard. It was mainly like a lot of people sending like, like nudes or like, that's like what you use for like to send like messages, like dirty messages and shit with each other. Which I mean, I'm sure people use it for like text messages and shit, but like,
Twitter's the only one you can like do all of that without any consequence, to my knowledge, at least. Like, Twitter is a wild website. It doesn't make any sense. Like you said earlier, it's going to be
Twitter
politics,
right now is
comedy.
The Wild West. It's still the Wild West of, like, the internet.
It's like a different...
I can go... Like, yesterday, dude, I just randomly got on Twitter, right? And I don't know how this even happened, but I was, like, scrolling down my feed, and someone just retweeted it was, like, something to, like, Doja Cat and Nicki Minaj. Like, they took Nicki Minaj off Doja Cat's like Billboard #1, and for some reason someone retweeted that, like, them saying that was this dude getting his face shit on. Like, dude, he had like,
then it's
like
funny.
A pile of dookie on his face.
And if you keep scrolling, you see something about Trump, and you keep scrolling, you see something about art.
You like see art, and then you keep scrolling, and then you see a dead body getting cut in half or something. That's Twitter. It makes right now its climate makes no sense. It's so chaos.
It makes no sense. It is chaos.
It is literally the Wild West.
It needs cleaning up badly. You described Twitter accurately, dude. Like, it does.
I never want to. I don't want though them to take away like. As crazy as this sounds, I do not want them to take away the nudity or like the dead bodies or what. which I'm pretty sure they blocked it, bodies, but you can still post it and get away with it for some time.
You can post it unless people get fed up with and report it. But like nudes, like sex worker Twitter, they would hate that. Cause I don't think they have anywhere else to promote their stuff.
Well, that was the death of Tumblr. That essentially killed Tumblr when they said no more nudes, and when they said no more.
I thought it's for art based. I didn't know. Do sex workers use that?
I guess a lot of them. I guess like not for safe work.
Like I noticed the reason they use Twitter because I think that's the only platform they can like post a nude without any consequence. Because it's like it shows what they do in their videos or whatever, what their content is, and I guess if Twitter takes that away, they would have nowhere to promote themselves unless they like go on Pornhub. But how do you promote a Pornhub page?
I think you can
YouTube.
I guess Reddit. But I mean,
okay, Reddit maybe, but who uses Reddit like that?
Is 4chan still a thing?
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I never used it though.
I never used 4chan either. Can you explain it? I always just heard like that was the word that all the vile people.
That's the king of it. It started from there. Then
that's
Reddit.
Where you would see some crazy shit, right?
Reddit is toxic too.
Apparently, but I've never seen Reddit be that toxic. But I don't really use Reddit too much.
Reddit is what Twitter should be. Reddit is more about pages. Like there's a Superman page, there's a Sonic page.
I do.
It's in subgroups. That's how it should work.
Niche. It's like that's like you can find really niche stuff.
Kind of. It's not niche, but I can see why you call it niche. But everything is organized on Reddit. It's a science. There's a politics page. I won't go to like a Naruto thread.
Yeah, that would actually be a great feature for like Twitter.
That's what Twitter needs. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if there was like a way to divide up Twitter.
Like if I'm talking about anime, we're talking about anime.
And you know what? You know what? Another nice thing about Reddit is if there's a moderator on that page and you're not talking about,
you can kick them out. Let's say, yes, exactly.
You can click. Yeah,
that makes so much sense. That's Twitch. I mean, not Twitch, but Reddit is like, and I don't use it 24/7. I glance it here and there, but it's like it's more balanced out.
Yeah.
Website compared to like it says that Twitter's a chaos. It's not organized. No. Reddit is. You can do your porn
I guess
stuff,
that might be one of the beauties of Twitter, stuff. But I think what really kind of keeps me away from using Reddit is just the interface.
It's ugly. Really care for I agree.
It is ugly. Really bad. It's like it almost seems dated. But Twitter's interface is like I love Twitter's interface. It's but simple. if they could have an update with like where it is like. And we might be talking about the next breed of the next website because what I was saying earlier is like eventually in this everything always comes to this point. Twitter will become the next Facebook. It will be Facebook will die.
It already reached that point. To me.
Yeah, it's pretty dead, but
it's more
Facebook will eventually die, and then Twitter will be the new Facebook, and eventually there will be something more niche, and that's where everyone's going to migrate to.
I think we hit the pinnacle of it. I think there's not going to be no more platforms like this. I think it's like YouTube. Like there's going to never be a YouTube number 2. I think we hit the pinnacle of social media.
There's so many people that have like so many issues with YouTube. I'm so surprised that there's not like a YouTube 2 or there's like a new version or something different, right?
To counter it.
There's Vimeo. But
no one uses Vimeo. Wait, Vimeo? What's that again?
It's essentially YouTube.
Is that the thing we use strong work on?
Yeah, that's like where like a lot of teachers use it for like posting their videos because there's no ads. I don't think they run ads on Vimeo.
I'm not even sure. I don't go to the website at all. Only time I use them is strong content.
Right.
Ever.
But like that's essentially like, or like what is it? Daily Motion.
Oh, I remember Daily Motion. That was a counterpart of YouTube at the time, but YouTube killed it. I used to use Daily Motion all the time back then around the 2010s. I forgot about that website.
Like, that's like if you want to find like a really like niche
obscure
video,
shit.
you still have to go to like Daily Motion, and it's like
God, is this still live?
Like, it's like digging up fossils. Yeah, I think it is.
Or a live leak or whatever.
Live, oh my god, dude. That's
I'm glad you brought it up because like these platforms became so high in revenue and like such an install base. Like there's no point. Like if you make a new platform, it's dead on arrival. Like because no one's going to use it.
Because you're fighting just juggernauts at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like it's almost like guaranteed. Like if you install the internet right now, it almost guarantee it's going to come Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Those are your main platforms. right there.
Yeah.
I mean, and then like if you want to kind of venture out further than that, Reddit, 4chan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's deep. That's the deep stuff. Reddit and 4chan. That's a vent internet,
Reddit,
man.
Though, I feel like it's more. It's way more in the spotlight than it used to be.
Yeah, it is. Well, Reddit used to be more crazier back then, but it kind of slowed it down a little bit. Because I remember Reddit in high school. That's when I first discovered Reddit.
I always thought, when I first heard about Reddit, I thought it was like the way people described it was like that's where
you see some crazy stuff on Reddit back then. Yeah,
that's what I've always heard.
Yeah, it was like you used to have a section called "What the F" section. You see some crazy stuff on that section. That's how I discovered Reddit in high school. But I never used it then. I started using Reddit like currently, like last year and to now. But Reddit back then was like completely different from it was. It still had like subreddits, but it was like different.
You think hypothetically, if Trump started posting on Reddit, you think people would all migrate over there? If he just said, I'm going to delete Twitter and just move to Reddit?
Dude, those Reddit comments are harsh. They're the worst ones in terms of comments. They will roast you. They're a different breed over there. They built different.
That's a funny saying. It's like RIP to your grandma, but I'm built different.
I even like those was fun. That's the funniest meme I've seen lately. Like if you like the earth exploding and someone said, "What would you do?" Someone says, "I'll survive, but I'm built different though."
I'm different. I'm a different breed than y'all.
Yeah.
I'm a superior race than you.
Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but I'm built different. It's so stupid. Maybe like 100 emoji.
Like, I think the meme I was thinking of is like, it's like, if that catches coronavirus, it's not even gonna bother me. And someone's comment was like, my grandma died from the coronavirus last week, and he was like, R.I.P. to your grandma, but I'm different. It's so cocky, but it's so funny.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm built different though, so it's so stupid. It reminds me of that white kid with the middle fingers like this on the wall.
It's like, I heard y'all broke up. It's like, not she broke, I'm up.
Yeah, it reminds me of that. She's broke, I'm up. That's so stupid. That's corny.
That's happening. See, that's a nice part of like Twitter.
It is. There's some funny people on Twitter.
Yeah, there's like
some funny stuff on Twitter.
And then like people making like like ultra fast edits
and memes and stuff. Like
or
Twitter,
or like like when they used to do like Dragon Ball Super, and I'm sure like not everyone has this experience, but like when they were doing Dragon Ball Super and they had new episodes like every Saturday. Twitter
Super
was
Saturdays.
So great because you would just be seeing hype. It was just hype tweets.
See, that's what Reddit feels like. It felt like a subgroup when we did that. But
what also is super nice about Reddit, I should say, is like they have a thing for spoilers where it
blocks it.
If you have a picture with spoilers or something, it can be iced out so you don't immediately get spoiled. Twitter.
Yeah. No, God.
I used to see Twitter videos where it was like a meme. It was the beginning of a meme, and then they would splice in like a spoiler, and then splice out. People are
I seen it after I seen Force Awakens. I finally looked at the meme.
Got stacked.
People are ruthless on that website. People are ruthless on that website because they don't care.
They hate you.
Yeah, the point of Twitter is to make you mad. It's like,
Twitter used to be just a breeding ground of fucking hate.
And it's funny because it's like, regarding TV trolling back here, but it's like, we're now getting consequences for being that way on Twitter.
Yeah, now it's cancel culture.
Because Twitter, you're right. Twitter was a horrible site in a good way.
It used to be like all fun and games because like you could say like
stupid racist anything.
Yeah, you could like someone would be like, "Oh man, I'm having a great day," and then someone just comment like, "Grandma, Dad, you sure you're having a great day?" I mean,
you like 100 retweets.
I mean, but no one would cancel you for that. But now like it's like have you seen that the Jersey E-girl? You know
how do you find these people, dude? Who was that?
Stay on. I don't know. I follow a lot of people, I guess. So there's I guess she's a TikToker or whatever. And she
wait, her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Harley Quinn voice girl. Yeah, she follows a Nazi apparently, right?
No, I don't think she follows. Okay, so the only person I know she follows is Shoe on Head.
Who?
Which is like, Shoe on Head is like this old YouTuber apparently, and people don't like her. I don't know why, really. People say that she's like, or says shit. I have no idea, but like, she follows like 3 people, and I saw the people, and I only recognize Shoe on Head, but like, I think they're just YouTubers, and someone might be. I think one of them might be right wing, but just because you're on the right side of things, like right wing, does not make you a Nazi or white supremacist.
Yeah,
because they're not they're not blue or whatever. I hate politics, but
it's about colors. Whose team are you on, Jordan? That's what it is.
Exactly what it is. That's exactly what politics is. What team
sadly.
are you on?
Vote blue no matter what. Let me stop. Stop there. Just say what you had to say about that girl.
Well, they're trying to cancel her because she followed 3 YouTubers, and then like, because she was getting gassed out for like 2 days. Everyone was like, because she essentially what she is, she's an e-girl that does TikToks, but she has a New Jersey accent and it's really thick.
Mm-hmm.
And people are just like, oh my god, her accent. Like, people really like her accent. And essentially, she follows like 3. She would just start making a bunch of videos of her talking, and people are eating it up. And essentially, she follows like 3 YouTubers or whatever, and people are trying to cancel her and shit. They're trying, and it's like they're so quick to cancel, but it's over like nonsense. It's not like she had like anything negative on her Twitter or anything. It was just because she follows these 3 people. And people immediately associate you with this and that.
So, are they saying like Obama follows that porn girl because he likes her or something? It's the same thing there.
It's exactly like that.
Yeah, I think some of these accounts follow these big channels, these big pages, just to say like they follow them. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Like, what is Obama following her for? Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we know why he's following her.
What's her name? Sarah J. Yeah.
Triple H.
I mean, yeah, God, she's ugly. But I mean, like, she's ugly. Her nose goes like this. Peter. Her name is Lois.
We're pulling out that Twitter 2012.
About that, what you just said, I saw, you know about Alex Jones and his bizarre stories and stuff he says.
All right.
But YouTube banned him. Twitter banned him. He's not allowed to use those websites.
Was that like because of Sandy Hook, or was that because he just said some out of pocket shit?
I think it's after, but it's like I mean, like, I'm not saying. Let's make it clear. Anyone made it to this point in this video. I think Alex Jones is hilarious. I think he's a fantastic storyteller, but there's some crazy stuff he says. I don't know if like the people who watch our videos realize that we constantly quote him. Yeah, but I'm not saying like
demons.
I don't agree with him, but I think he's hilarious. He has some interesting stories.
He's really funny. He says some out of pocket shit all the time.
Yeah,
it's really funny.
And there's some things he said.
The memes of him are top tier.
They are. I'm not gonna like say that because whatever he says is bad. No, he's still hilarious to me, despite the garbage things he said though. But both these platforms ban him for what he said, and it's like you're taking away. How would I put it? Like that doesn't seem right to me.
Well, it's like I was like listening to Joe Rogan the other day, and he was talking about how there was a company, right? Or Trump said something. So, and essentially, this is how it fucking works. Is like Trump was talking about like. And I think, don't get me, I really don't know, but I think Trump was saying something about, like, there's a company, let's say, that they get rid of, like, they use UVA lights, and they take out bacteria of something and water. I really don't remember what he was saying. But to get to my point, it was, like, and then after he said that, like, a company actually said, I guess people said that he was full of shit or something, and then a company came out and said, no, we're actually doing that. It was, like, a biotech company or whatever that actually was doing that, and then for some reason Twitter just auto banned them. They just immediately banned them outright, and then after things kind of got cleared up, they unbanned him. But just the fact that they banned him really quickly, this is so fucking stupid. Just because, not essentially they were, I guess because they agreed with the president, but that's just how Twitter fucking works. It's just, and a lot of people on Twitter, I mean, I've noticed that recently too, they get banned really quickly. Some people get unjustly banned.
Yeah.
And then I've noticed there was
for speaking a voice too.
Right. And then there was one guy, apparently, someone made a video about it on Twitter saying that there was a particular guy on Twitter. He was going around saying, like, to different accounts, saying that they're making harassed tweets and stuff, and then Twitter would come and ban them. And it was this guy had been doing it forever. And then even Little Nash even said that, like, he knew a lot of people that this guy had interacted with and got banned. And it's just stuff like that. It's just, like, stupid.
I don't know. It is weird, like, like, especially something like that girl. Does she support those views?
No, and I don't think she ever said that she came out and said that she supported any of those views. They were just so quick to attack. And it's just like, and it has to be in a lot of this, like, cancel culture, and cancel culture just should be canceled out altogether, right? It's this mob mentality where they eventually they just feel, I guess, good about themselves for taking down someone. It doesn't matter what they did.
Like, I have a problem with cancel culture in a way how it's more of controlling, make them. It's not about doing the right thing. It's about doing it just to be doing it.
It's about giving little people a lot of power. They
and
feel
clicks.
So
they want to feel exactly. They want to feel like. I get what you're saying. I can't put it out, but I get what you're saying completely.
It is exactly how it used to be with Twitter Do Your Thing. So and I guess I should explain.
It's the same thing.
If you don't know what Twitter Do Your Thing is essentially, let's say someone said something racist on Twitter, right? Someone would quote tweet that tweet, and then they would say, like, Twitter Do Your Thing. And then it's essentially saying, use mob mentality to attack this person and then drag them out in the streets and essentially kill them. They would dox their, like, you know, their address, their school, their job, whatever. And then people would mass, like, call them and then, like, just get them all fuck
destroy
them
their lives.
Yeah, they would essentially just destroy their lives.
And the problem is, if you say that, apparently we support those people. That is not the case. No. The guy is still garbage for whatever, saying whatever. But I get what you're saying here. Like, I
really don't think, like, especially if it's like a teenager or something, someone that really, I mean, they could be a piece of shit. I don't know, but, like, they're a fucking kid. They don't know what they're saying. They, like,
yeah. And they learned a lesson, though, right?
Like, maybe 5 years down the road, they're like, "Oh, wow, that was really fucking stupid."
And people don't believe that no more. They don't believe in change. That's a problem.
They want quick, fast justice. It's pretty much say, like, Salem witch trials. It's witch hunting.
Yeah.
It's like you don't give them a trial. You just burn them at the stake right then and there.
Don't give them a what's the reason. Like, I know we talked about this sometime. Like, I used to say, like, faggot and stuff all the time. Years ago. I don't say that no more. Does that make me a bad person? Because I said it back then. And even though I was, like, naive or whatever, I didn't really understand that perspective of the actual, like, gay person. Like, call them, like, say, like, faggot's like a bad thing to say to them, apparently. Or whatever. So does that make me a bad person today? Even though I acknowledge it's a wrong thing to say?
Well, a lot of it, a lot of it is, like, you don't let people learn from their mistakes.
That's the problem.
And it's the problem with, like we're in a new generation of, like, whatever you say online, it gets put online forever, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no deleting it. There's always going to be a record of it somewhere. The cancel culture does not let people grow from their mistakes. Mm-mm. They think, like, you make one mistake, that's it.
Oh, you're done. You're done.
You're done.
No
it's
more.
Gone. You're out. You're like, get out. Like,
Jesus, no one's perfect, guys.
Right. But, I mean, some people just want to watch you burn. I mean, they get off from, like, taking people down. But, I mean, like, no one ever considers after the fact, right? No one ever thinks, like, this person can't become a better person. They can't be reformed.
I guess they're like, Yeah, they probably think the people who wants to say sorry and learn from the mistakes, they probably think they're using it as a shield. Which, in 1% seems to be the case. That's not true. You're canceled. You're canceled. But
like that Jersey e-girl, they just said that like, oh, she's like a white supremacist because she follows. I mean, she doesn't like, she's never said her views, but she just follows these people. And then that tweet got a lot of traction.
And that's the problem. It always is.
It's always a problem because of mob mentality. But then the girl immediately, the Jersey e-girl or whatever, starts immediately apologizing. Starts doing the paragraphs and stuff saying, these aren't my views or whatever. So you shouldn't have to do that. You should not. You're giving them way too much power.
And it's like someone else did it too. You got to come out and say sorry, which if you didn't do it,
you have to give your notepad like apology.
Yeah, and the problem with the apology, it makes it worse because it's like no one actually believes you.
Right. They still want. They just want to watch you burn. They don't give a fuck. Like.
No, it's just like.
But you like.
See, I'm 50-50 on it.
But 6 months down the road, no one gives a fuck. Like you can just come back and be fine.
Yeah, but that person that typed this feel like a hero.
Right. They want to give you that quick justice. And I mean, like, I think a lot of people would agree with us. Like, this cancel culture shit needs to stop.
I mean, like, I say I'm 50-50 on it. I get it to a degree, but people are overusing that power for wrong reasons. You can call out someone saying bad stuff, but, like, don't do that to literally every single thing that does not fit your narrative.
Right. It's just
like it just
feel like a hero.
It's to a point. It's to a point where people like just wants to. How can I put it? Like it's like you can't say anything or do anything no more.
No,
you sound like boomers.
You're walking on eggshells constantly.
And that's how I am. Like that's funny.
And even if you say something, it can be misinterpreted, right? Like,
exactly. Like that's
someone can take it the wrong way.
When I like tweet and some stuff, like I see some really stupid stuff on Twitter, and sometimes I want to like quote tweet it and say what I have to say, but I'm afraid to because I'm gonna get probably canceled for it. Right. Like, there's some stuff on Twitter like it just like you just look at it and just shake your head like an old man reading a newspaper and just shake his head. That's how I am on Twitter, and I just scroll by.
Them kids ain't right.
Yeah, but if I spoke my mind about it, I'm gonna get canceled for it. I know for a fact. It's just like some stuff people just need to learn how to. So what? That makes you perfect then? Are you this perfect being?
No, and then it's weird because like these people want to be individually and then take you out, but they have to use a mob of people to take you out.
No, I'm telling you something. What it is? People on Twitter or any social platform, they're avatars. They're not like that in the real world.
No.
And that's the problem. I think people.
This is like the stepping stones for the future. Eventually, we're not going to be like, you don't have to be the person you are. You get to be this, person in a mask online. But like, how much does their personality change?
There you go. No one care. That put on the mask.
If that takes that thing off, will you die? It would be extremely painful.
And apparently, like, it just gone to the platform where that's how I keep trolling back, but it's like censorship on everything you do. That's why some people say that they're glad Joe Rogan's going to Spotify and how YouTube can censor some things. They would kick you off the platform for not agreeing with what they say.
Right. And if you guys don't know, probably should give some backstory on that. Joe Rogan is moving, I guess, at the
end of this year.
Yeah, at the end of 2021, or by the year 2021, the Joe Rogan podcast will be completely on like Spotify.
Yeah.
And I guess they definitely probably had to put out a lot of secure that bag.
Yeah, to do that.
Get him on that, but
it's
probably a smart choice.
And that's why
get away with or showing stuff without getting copy strikes.
And this was interesting. I know we keep bringing up his podcast, but that's what makes him interesting. He brings both sides of the story on his show.
Yeah, he's not.
But
he's
that
not
doesn't.
biased.
That's exactly, and he doesn't just because he picked that other person on the show doesn't mean he believes in that show.
Like,
he wants to hear this.
I mean, like, he's not perfect, right? Like,
no,
he's not like completely unbiased, but for the most part, he is like unbiased, and I think that's like what makes his podcast nice is because you get a real sense of like what the fuck is going on.
It's a great podcast. A lot of
people listen to him because like he gives news. People are more willing to trust Joe Rogan over CNN.
That's me.
That's a huge fucking problem, right? Like,
yeah, that's the thing though.
Joe Rogan's
like,
a comedian. Like, what is the fuck?
He's just a guy just talking
about news.
He doesn't. He acknowledged that. Like, he doesn't know crap.
What is that? What is that Kanye video? Is like, I love Lady Gaga.
Well, what does she know about what photo? What is it? Polaroids.
I was like, I love Lady Gaga. But what the fuck does she know about cameras?
Yeah. It's like his platform is a gray area. You hear both sides of a story. That doesn't mean he agreed with the wrong side or whatever. He just wants the people to see this side of the story. Not a lot of things do that. That's why it's so hard to trust, like, what do they call it? Main media news or something? Mainstream news?
Mainstream. Yeah.
Like, Fox and CNN, I can't trust those guys. I'm sorry.
I mean, essentially, I love saying essentially. I just now realized that. Essentially. Yeah. I mean, what?
It's favorism.
Look, this is what I'm saying earlier. We are in the internet age. TV is fucking dead. We are now in the age of clickbait, thumbnails.
Oh my God.
That's what gets you the most views.
People don't go past that.
Catchy, clickbaity titles, clickbaity thumbnails. That's it. And essentially, that's why news is the way it is now. Is because our attention spans are getting so fucking small that we have to like. They have to give so much razzle dazzle in their news to get you fired up to click on it.
Yeah.
They can't just give you news anymore because you wouldn't click on it anyway. Most people
because people don't read. People don't read.
It's a lot of like our faults. I mean, because we're in this new fucking generation of just like being online constantly. I mean, that's essentially what it's turned into. Because so many people can. Before you would. I mean, there was Dish and what was it, Dish and Direct?
Yeah.
But they all had the same news channels, and you could only have like 4 news channels, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now you can click on any of those. Now there's a billion fucking news channels with billions of videos. They're all in bite size for you, but like you don't have to click on them. You don't have to watch that channel, right? So that's why they have to make it popping. They have to make it like something so ridiculous you'll click on it, you'll bite, you'll take the bait.
Yeah,
and
that's a bait culture we live in.
And essentially, I mean, there's like that's why news is so garbage now.
And that sucks. We have to say that. It sucks. We can't trust people who actually have source. We can't, and that's a problem.
YouTube is definitely the blueprint for that shit too.
You think so?
It's
clickbaiting titles and stuff.
Because that's where it came from. It came from fucking YouTube.
And it's more prominent because we're doing internet now.
You put big titties in the thumbnail. Definitely people is gonna click on it. Like YouTube back in like what 2008, 2010. That's what it was. It was this clickbaity big titty. I mean, Philip DeFranco. I mean, that's what he used to. That's how he got his start.
He used to do those stuff like that.
He used to put like girls in bikinis and stuff in his like thumbnails to get people to click on it. But look, he used that to build his empire. Like he's a big YouTuber now.
The problem is we can't. It's like we can't trust anything, and it's not paranoid. It's like no one wants to speak the truth. Everyone is either like
because no one really wants to hear the truth. They just want to hear what's like popping. They
don't
because it's boring. It's so fucking boring.
No, the thing is with stuff like that is like. And it's a really messed up way of thing. It hurts society as a general. Like they're using these, like it's like the saying, negativity sells.
And that's why Facebook is such a like cesspool now.
Yeah.
Apparently, like I've heard, and this is just a rumor, but like I've heard like they intentionally go out of their way to they'll put like posts that will make you angry in front of you on Facebook to keep you more active, because if you see something that pisses you off, you're way more willing to interact with that post. That's why why Facebook is
Twitter
so
in a
fucking
nutshell,
wild.
Dude. That's what Twitter is. It's like
and like just like the politics, like that shit makes me angry, and I just ignore it. But a lot of people, they'll interact with it because it makes them upset.
Yeah, it's like it just we live in that kind of like environment now, and it's more not our faults, it's more the company's faults. It gives them revenue, it gives them clicks, but that makes an impact on society, how society going to view the world after they see that. If a man dies from a gunshot, there's someone out there just helping trees, helping animals, and feeding the hunger and stuff like that. There's good sides of the
if you had good news, let's say you had a video about good news that was like right next to a video about bad views about something super negative,
people click on the negative.
About like I would guess like about 80% of those people would click on the negative one.
Yeah, and I don't know what that is.
It's just probably some mechanism in our brain. It's something like if I saw like a thumbnail that pissed me off, I'd probably click on it. Something that's essentially that's how the news works. That's how Facebook works.
I don't even know about that website. I can't even comment it really. I don't know what it is anymore.
I don't think people realize the long-term effects that is going to have on our society.
No, it's already happening. I see it.
The repercussions of that is going to be really bad. I don't think it's bad as it may seem bad now, but I think a couple years down the road, it's going to be really fucking ignorant.
And
really bad.
And I think it's like people like the problem is we're too focused on a bad thing. We're not saying ignore the bad problems. We just want you to acknowledge there's good things too.
You're gonna take the sweet with the salty.
Yeah, right. Like people are not like.
If you eat a pound of salt, you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah, balance it out. It just people are not.
You have a rounded diet of like the shit you consume, because we're in a digital age. We are getting into the future, right? Like essentially, and I've said this for years, but TV is dead and it's going to go away. And eventually it's just going to be put on the internet. And eventually that's just how people are going to act with. That's just going to be the future. It's just going to be through the internet.
Yeah, and it seems that we already seen it in the early stages of it, or like middle, but I don't know.
Once it's like virtual reality takes off and people can just like straight come home from work, plug into their head, like take a cord, plug it right into your temple,
the neck, like Ghost in the Shell.
And let's say it's 200 years in the future before we do that. We're in the blueprint of this right now.
Yeah, virtual world. I don't know. People aren't the same anymore. I'm a boomer today.
I'm
so sick of it. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I am. But
it's just a cycle. We're gonna eventually move. There's gonna be a new website, and we're gonna move from that. We're gonna move from Twitter, Facebook, all that. We're gonna move to something more niche.
I have no idea, dude.
Someone's gonna get sick of it.
That's why I said when I took that break, I felt sometimes it's like you just gotta get away from that stuff, dude. Because it's draining. Some people say don't worry about it, but you can't when it's constantly in your face 24/7, no matter the platform, even YouTube.
You either gotta ignore it, or you gotta let it. You just gotta become numb to it. I think I'm to that point where I'm. Just
numb to it?
I mean, like politic stuff. I'm just numb to. I don't really give a fuck about any of this. Like I'm just. But there's definitely stuff that pisses me off. But it's definitely not politics anymore. I'm just like, this is ignorant. I don't care. Because I know it's ignorant. I know it's stupid. So I just.
But the problem is, Jordan, it's like it's everywhere to people see, and when you know it's wrong, people are gonna make it. It's gonna be when something's wrong, it's gonna pop off like wildfire.
Yeah. I mean, like, look, this is a good example. Look, you see how worked up we are, me and Tate? Yeah. We've never been this worked up ever. But
this is the most serious topic we ever did.
Yeah, this is the realest, yeah.
It's probably boring to most people. We did no jokes on this.
Oh, come on. We
did we?
I'm built different, hey.
I'm built different? What were you saying?
When I say politics, I'm built different. It doesn't bother me. Dude, Gatorade was so much better when it had the titty nipple.
Gatorade? They did?
Yeah, you remember when it has the nipple? You just
like a baby bottle?
You don't remember like 04 Gatorade bottles?
No, I didn't drink Gatorade. I'm a Powerade guy. I prefer Powerade.
Ugh.
Gatorade had a lot of salt in it. Not Gatorade. Powerade had a lot of salt in it. No, Gatorade had a lot of salt in it. Sodium.
I think it had a lot of sugar in it.
That's why they want you to drink it, because it makes you thirsty while you're playing sports.
My brother used to tell me, like, when you were drinking Gatorade, when you drank like was halfway done with the Gatorade, you'd fill the rest up with water to balance it out.
To make you less thirsty, I guess.
Yeah.
What?
The other conversation was crazy, dude. We just 180'd into like a Gatorade bottle.
You brought up Gatorade? Like, what are you talking about?
Because you were like, sucking on that.
These things are expensive, dude.
How much you pay for that?
Like $14.
$14?
Yeah, they're expensive. Go to Walmart. No, but it works.
Hey, that's kind of cool.
It locks it. See if I can open it. But
that sounds be like walking around. This would probably be annoying as fuck. You're like, oh, listen to this guy clicking up his water bottle. Like, is it like a straw? Is it like go down into the thing, or is it
it's a straw?
Tilt it? Fancy.
I'm not sure if it's pink or red. I just got it. I got it because I got my longboard. We exercise a lot.
Oh yeah, how's the longboard going?
It's hard, but it's fun, dude. I'm getting a workout for that. That's what I brought it for, to be outside and get a workout.
Are you like? Do you have a lot of hills where you're at?
Yeah, it's really it's kind of hard for me to ride a little bit because I can't really practice. There's so many hills. I need like somewhere like.
That's like the whole point of longboard is like to ride it downhill.
To a degree, yeah, but you need to learn how to like carve. See, I know the terms now.
Carve. Listen to this man. Cheesy, like corny ass man talking about his longboard.
It's fun. I want to get.
I know so many people into longboards.
Do you?
Yeah, there's a lot of people from AI that's all into longboards.
Like Raina and Kiaji, I think that's it, right?
Ethan, Leon.
Oh, that's right. Leon has one.
I think Isaac even at some point got a longboard.
I think Sapphire has one too.
Everyone. Why was that a thing? Why was it like the big thing to get a longboard?
I guess because I got it because I remember messing Raina like last year. That's when I really wanted last year. She's the one that helped me out. But it's like, because I went to the store too, and people like, and YouTube videos, like it tells you there's different types of longboards. There's cruising, which I have, or tricks, or speed. And
I've never seen someone do a trick on a longboard. That's gotta be stupid looking, right?
like the head and tail of it, it's weird.
That's just a skateboard. I mean,
it's a skateboard with more mobility. That's all it is.
This is a long skateboard
with more like mobility. You have more control over it, I guess. If that makes any sense.
I haven't skateboarded in a year.
Yeah, longboard is decent. It's fun. I got it to be outside and exercise. But the problem is it's raining right now. I haven't used it in 3 days. I go outside for like 2 hours and just get a good workout. And I crashed a lot.
I think there's like a tropical storm. I think that's because it's gonna be raining for like 2 weeks.
Oh, that's right. It is coming.
It's gonna wash away all this bullshit.
Remember that movie? What is it? Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah, the weather one, right?
Yeah,
it's like winter.
Yeah.
We're like at 1:15.
Yeah, I know. I need to cancel. I need to end the show. Technically 1:14 because we did it like a little trial and error in the beginning.
Oh, right. Well,
so
we're getting to, I think we've really said the main of this. We can definitely tell what the thumbnail of this video is going to be, and with
I'm trying to figure out what's the name.
This is definitely going to be social media something.
The problem with social media. There we go.
Cancel culture. Cancel culture. Right there. Then we put Trump right in the thumbnail.
Eat the rich.
Get you to click on
Eat
it.
The rich.
Like, God damn it.
Eat the rich.
Eat the rich. It's cancel culture. Hashtag eat the rich. Hashtag cancel Trump. Hashtag
just busy. Whatever that guy's name is in the thumbnail.
We put
the Amazon guy.
Shapiro. What?
Facts, not feelings.
We put Jeff Bezos, Ben Shapiro, Trump, all in the same thumbnail.
It's facts, not feelings. I hate that guy. He's annoying.
Oh my god! In this
Ben
podcast,
End it. So you like that video, guys? You made it to like 100. I keep saying 100 every single time. An hour and 16 minutes in.
Woo!
Is it worth to celebrate? Absolutely.
Absolutely. To make it to the end, thank you. Insane. I can't believe you just sat there and let us rant, but thank you. Thank you very much.
I mean, like, yet again, if you like that video, like, share, comment. We need more comments. Comment to us. We need to see more. We need to be more active to the community. If we have
Maybe
one.
not on this video. Gonna be a lot of. I feel like this would be the first time we get a lot of hate, but we say what need to be said. You can't take it seriously. All we talk about is games. I mean, that's all we give a shit about anyway.
No,
like,
that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You say something, you say something.
From us.
Hot take? I don't care.
That would probably be the hottest take we're ever going to take on this channel.
This entire video is a hot take.
Dude.
Yeah.
Morons. Let's just end the show.
Yeah. Take care, guys.
See you guys.
All right.